Back in 2005, TT Games released the original LEGO Star Wars. This was the mark of good fortune for the developer that had been known for producing movie tie-ins for years at this point. Turns out all it needed was some blockified inspiration, as we've since received LEGO-based tie-ins that have proven to be among the most family-friendly platformers ever to grace PlayStation. However, it's been a little while since we last recreated our favourite movies via plastic bricks, and that's where LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga steps in. And for those waiting for those classic LEGO moments, this one has certainly been worth the wait.
Do it.
Hello there everyone, it's Aaron here from Push Square, bringing the words of the masterful Stephen Tailby to life here in video form. So sit back, relax, and let's get building with our review for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. It feels like a simultaneous celebration of the Disney sci-fi series and the games based on their colourful Danish building blocks. This huge title spans the entirety of the 9 major films, marking the debut of The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker in LEGO game form. While it can initially feel overfamiliar, and there are numerous iterations in this franchise to be fair, the grand scope, attention to detail and sweeping gameplay changes make it all fresh again. You start off by choosing the opening episode of your favourite trilogy, and very quickly the scale of the game comes into focus. There are several hundred playable characters and ships to unlock, and yes, we did say several hundred, not to mention the thousands of collectibles littered across the galaxy or the billions of studs you'll obsessively vacuum up. While you start off playing through the opening scenes of any given Star Wars adventure, it quickly opens up, revealing all these things to find and collect. Playing through one of the film's stories has you taking control of particular characters, and you're led through linear levels connected by wide open spaces. For example, you'll start A New Hope in a straightforward stage ending with C-3PO and R2-D2 escaping to Tatooine. Shortly after, you're free to explore the sandy planet at your leisure, able to pick up the story whenever you're ready. This combination of linear and free roam design is part of an effort to make the entire game as seamless as possible. You're not funneled through a movie's main beats, you're given breathing room to have fun poking around familiar sights. Each planet consists of one or more sandboxes, and they're all stuffed with collectibles, which can either be out in the environment, locked behind a puzzle, or in a reward for completing a simple mission. Basically, when you're not furthering the plot, you can do as you please, even flying into space and to other worlds you've unlocked. This sense of freedom is exemplified outside the episodes themselves. You can opt to freely explore the galaxy, choosing whichever character you like from your unlocked roster, flying any ship you have, and going anywhere you've previously visited. It coheres all of the things you've seen into one galactic map, essentially turning the game into a sort of open world experience. If you've played through all 9 films and unlocked all the locations, exploring in free play is almost overwhelming. Fortunately, it's all a joy to discover, as the Skywalker Saga is full of personality and detail, and really, we expected no less. Typical humour is on display big time here, with more knowing winks and nods than you can count.
The mighty Kylo Ren. Take that ridiculous thing off.
Great voice acting and some brilliant visual gags make each abridged movie a pleasure to play. Cutscenes and environments are packed with details that will have franchise fans grinning ear to ear. On top of all that, it looks excellent too. The image quality is really quite crisp, with the plastic sheen on characters and other LEGO structures becoming very convincing. We did spot some rare frame rate dips, but by and large the game runs smoothly, maintaining 60 frames per second even in split screen co-op. What makes this version of LEGO Star Wars better than the rest, however, is the overhauled gameplay. You have manual control of the camera, which is brought in much closer. Characters wielding firearms can aim and shoot with the triggers, while a combo meter now gives more importance to varied melee attacks. It's all pretty simple stuff, but these fundamental changes make the game feel far more modern. There's still not a huge amount of challenge, and let's remember this is largely aimed at a family audience, but the gameplay's flow is much improved. We will say though that there are some occasions where the camera can misbehave, particularly in those tight interiors, but it's nothing too egregious. What you'll actually be doing is similar to what comes before. You'll be hot swapping between a handful of characters as you fight baddies, solve simple puzzles and engage in basic platforming. That said, boss fights and space battles are far more involved, and there are some unique set piece sequences that keep you on your toes. The essence of LEGO games is still here despite all the changes, and it's hard to have a bad time playing something so easygoing and light-hearted. Playing through an episode actually doesn't take very long. Each film consists of 5 core levels, and while there are those open environments to explore in between, you can rush through them in a couple of hours. The real meat of the game is in free play, whether that's going through those levels again to scoop up anything you've missed before, or exploring planets to their fullest. The beauty of the game's structure is that you can get what you want from it. You can blitz through the story fairly fast and have a great time, or spend dozens of hours more tracking down Kyber bricks to purchase upgrades, data cards to unlock fun extras, and more. And it's all double the fun with a second player, of course. Local co-op is part of the LEGO game DNA, and it's as fun here as ever. A vertical split screen makes it so that both can explore as much as you like, although it can be pretty easy to lose each other in the sandbox spaces. We do think it's a shame that there is still no online co-op, but what is here works well. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is a meaningful step forward, smartly evolving the gameplay without losing that fun-loving core. Kids will love the slapstick humour and colourful sights and sounds, while grown-ups will appreciate all the elbow and ribs jokes, and both will enjoy just how much there is to do. Despite some very minor issues, it's gram for gram the best LEGO game in a long time, and it's up there with the top Star Wars games to boot. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a little like, and even better, subscribing to the channel for all things PlayStation. I've been Aaron, and I'll see you in the next one.